I want to set the pace by showing you something in the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 1 and 2 real quick, just because I've been talking about Genesis the last 2 weeks, but we are going to dive back into my series, Spiritual Things. But Genesis chapter 1, I want you to just look at something with me in verse 1. It says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without what? Form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. All right? Those two verses right there, especially the first one, in the beginning. The beginning talks about what was there. The beginning is not referring to the times that God actually began to create things. It was just simply saying, in the beginning, there was the beginning and all the things that was happening in the beginning. It did not give you all the details of what happened in the beginning. What am I saying? I'm letting you know that by you looking at that scripture, sometimes people begin to read that scripture and say, in the beginning, God created. They think that the creation began right then. But in the beginning is saying it was always there. You would read in the scripture later on that Satan was thrown out of heaven, but there was no biblical clarity of showing what Satan did, how he did it, and how he got thrown out of heaven. It just simply tells you that he got thrown out of heaven. In other words, heaven was always there, earth was always there, but it was without form and it was without any kind of shape. It had no character. It was just there. And that's when God says, now I'm going to create things and begin to put things into perspective. When the idea came to God, or God says, listen, man, I'm going to start to put things together. I'm going to start to, I want people to be able to carry my image. So God said, all that chaos, everything is all over the place. Everything was spiritual in the beginning. Nothing was physical. Not even the devil. It was all spiritual. But he lost his position because in the spirit realm, when we talked about angels, he was a great angel. He was leading angels. He was doing magnificent things. Until in the spiritual realm, he formed and he created a whole deal of his own. He got carried away with the power that he was given.